All right, everybody, come and get it. Pepe here with your free premium MLB bets in the late slate of games on Tuesday, August 6th, 2024. We're going to cover the last 4 games of today's action, covering the 5:40 p.m. Pacific time slot to the 7:10 p.m. time slot. A couple of rainouts today. Guardians got rained out with the Diamondbacks, and of course the Yankees got rained out with the Angels. So we're going to have some double dip action tomorrow. But for now, let's stay locked in on tonight. Definitely winning some tickets right now. Definitely losing some tickets. But we stay the course. We show up every single day. No excuses. Picking straight winners here at the Louis Pepe YouTube channel. Stuff in our pockets here, coming off a decent day yesterday. So let's get right into it here. First game, New York Mets at the Colorado Rockies. Luis Severino and Kyle Freeland are your starters in this one. And we're going to take the Rockies here on the money line at plus 130. So yesterday, much was made about the Mets travel spot, LA to St. Louis. But I think this is a tougher travel spot. New York to St. Louis to Colorado. Now you're at an altitude. You got Severino on the bump, so the line reflects Luis Severino tax, although he has not earned that tax with a 7-4, 3.93 ERA, slightly below league average, or slightly better than league average, I should say. And this kind of just feels like a game that Severino is going to get cooked in. I think the wheels, it starts to unravel early here for Severino. Freeland is a guy who's obviously used to pitching at Coors Field. Also, you got some backups playing for the Mets today. Just not a great spot for him. And, the Rockies have been good to us over the past couple weeks. So taking a stab here with the Rockies at home. The pick is take the Rockies on the money line at plus 130. Next game, White Sox at Athletics. Jonathan Cannon and Ross Stripling are your starters in this one. The pick is take the White Sox plus 1.5 at minus 130. So yesterday we were on the White Sox minus 1.5. They hung around for a while, and eventually the Astros, the Athletics were able to kind of pull away and salt the game away. They won by 4, I believe, 5-1. But that was yesterday. The White Sox were throwing a AA pitcher out there on the bump, and the Athletics had pretty much their best pitcher, J.P. Sears, or their best and most veteran pitcher, J.P. Sears, on the bump in that one. And still the White Sox hung around far too long. Now I'm getting the Athletics again at minus 190. Public humping up on the Athletics. And again, this is the Athletics' worst pitcher in Ross Stripling against the White Sox, one of their better pitchers in Cannon. Cannon's got a 4.11 ERA and decent advanced metrics. Stripling has a 5.64 ERA and a 2-1 record. And laying minus 190 with Ross Stripling on the mound is just not where my money's going to be. The line is juiced up as if Vegas knows that the White Sox are going to cover this run line. I'm paying a minus 130 premium. So, and again, like I said yesterday, it didn't quite come to fruition, but the White Sox are looking to avoid history, man. They're going to fight and scrap, and I think they're able to get to Stripling here enough to at least keep it close. So, again, the bet is White Sox plus 1.5 at minus 130. Next spot, Detroit Tigers at Seattle Mariners. Guillermo Montero and Luis Castillo are your starters in this one. And the bet is take the Tigers, similarly, plus 1.5 at minus 125. Tigers are a spunky bunch. Laying minus 1.5 with Seattle is not where I want my money to be. They play a ton of one-run games. The Tigers play a ton of one-run games. Castillo hasn't been that good recently. The Tigers have some left-handed bats that I think can get to him. Guys like McKinstry, Colt Keith. They make me nervous. And like I said, these teams play a ton of close games, and laying 205 with the Mariners is just not, simply put, that's not where my money's going to be. So the Tigers have played some games, played some like 4 extra inning games in the past couple weeks. I wouldn't be surprised if this game went similarly. So again, the bet is take the Tigers plus 1.5 at minus 125. Again, the juice there kind of tells me that I just have to hold my nose and suffer through this one. And, we're going to cash that ticket based on what the line movement and, the value pricing tells me, that Vegas would not have the Tigers at +1.5 juiced to -125 with Castillo on the opposing bump, unless that was going to happen. So take the Tigers +1.5 at -125. I think they got a shot to win. The Phillies and the Dodgers wrap up our slate here on a Tuesday. Christopher Sanchez and Clayton Kershaw are your starters in this one. The bet is take the Phillies on the money line at -110. We were on the Phillies last night. They weren't able to get the job done. They were winning in that game before Aaron Nola gave it right back. Today it's Sanchez on the mound. And he's throwing from the left side, and I think he has a chance to neutralize the power left-handed bats in that Dodger lineup. Of course, Ohtani, Freeman. Good to have Freeman back at first base for the Dodgers. However, coming off kind of an adrenaline, emotion-filled win last night, I think it's kind of a spot for a letdown here for the Dodgers. Kershaw got cooked in both of his starts. He looked super hittable in that Padres game. That was... that was like watching a baby fall out of a balcony, and here I am, money coming in on the Dodgers, line moving towards Philly. Phillies, has them, over the course of the career, I guess, yes, Kershaw is better than Christopher Sanchez, of course, but in terms of recent form, you got to go with Sanchez here in that powerful Philly lineup. Again, that Dodger lineup is just too top-heavy. They got Kiermaier in the lineup, Nick Ahmed, I don't know what to tell you, man. Philly's lineup is deep, battle-tested. I think they get back into the series in this game. They play the rubber game tomorrow. That's the narrative that I see. So, again, the 4 picks in the late slate on Tuesday's games are Rockies +130, White Sox +1.5, Tigers +1.5, and Phillies money line. A lot of dogs here, folks. Dogs are barking. We'll be back at it tomorrow, as always. Speak with everybody real soon. Thank you very much for watching, and take good care, everybody. Be safe. Peace.